Roblox Bedwars currently has 13 different game modes, ranging from classic squads to their newest game mode, Battle Royale. So I made it my mission to complete all 13 game modes in Roblox Bedwars. Starting with squads, Bedwars' first ever game mode. I decided to use the Barbarian kit for this match, which ended up working out perfectly. As a couple of minutes into the game, my entire team left the match. Besides this guy, but he was AFK, so it didn't really make a difference. My teammates leaving left a huge target on my back, which would usually be a problem, but since I was the Barbarian kit, them rushing me over and over again allowed me to gain a ton of rage towards my kit. After many failed rush attempts from yellow team, I was able to get enough rage for a rage blade. I also discovered that ores are insanely OP for no reason. Like I got 7 Ms per ore near the end of the game, allowing me to get emerald armor. And now with a rage blade, crossbow, and M armor, I was able to destroy the rest of the game, ending the match and winning the first game mode. The next game mode I played was Doubles. I used the Evelyn kit for this match, which was pretty OP. This round my teammate and I were up against some very good players, including a level 84 Yamini and a level 93 Caitlyn. Because of this, I expected to lose the match fairly quickly, but was hopeful we could clutch somehow. We rushed the base next to us, and while my teammate killed the other players, I was able to get their bed. And with both of them being relatively laggy and Evelyn being insanely overpowered, I was able to get both of them out of the game. After that, I went to mid and got myself 8 emeralds, which I used to buy a diamond sword and 2 pearls. Then a level 4 bounty hunter broke white team's bed somehow, and then I killed them. Knowing the high level players were out of the game, I attempted a block and bed break, and I definitely succeeded. Anyways, towards the end of the game, I third partied blue and yellow team at mid, killing them both and winning the second game mode. I played solos for the next mode using the Kalia kit. I started the match by rushing the base next to me, with the intent to get them out of the game quickly, which was actually easier than I thought it would be, as I was able to get their bed plating while they were typing in the chat, causing them to rage quit and leave the game, which allowed me to easily get their bed. I then went to mid, got 4 Ms, and bought myself a diamond sword. I was able to break brown team's bed while they were at mid, and when they teleported back they were AFK, allowing me to kill them, giving me a bunch of loot. I went on to break purple and yellow team's bed, eliminating them from the game, leaving just white team left to kill. I broke their bed, pearled the mid, and surprise attacked them, getting them out of the game and winning the third game mode. The next game mode I played was 5v5s. Not having played much 5v5s in the past, I wasn't sure what kits are best for this mode, so I played it safe and equipped the electric kit. This match was pretty easy. Most players in the game are not very good. For instance, I killed this iron armor player when I had leather armor somehow, or when I started fighting this guy and he didn't even fight back. Around 5 minutes into the round, one of the players on the other team left the game. Since it was now a 4v5, I decided to buy a pearl and attempt to break their bed. I pulled to their base and was able to get their bed plating without dying. Although it was very close, I managed to get away with 0 health. After the timer on the bed plating expired, I ran back over to their base and got their bed, killing the other team off one by one, winning the 4th game mode. I played 30v30 for the next mode. I decided to use the Air kit for this round, hoping I would be able to get a ton of kills. Unfortunately, there was a hacker on my team this match who broke the other team's bed within the first 2 minutes of the game. And with him having kill aura and my team also at their base, the other team got eliminated very quickly, winning the 5th game mode. You know what else is quick? Hitting the subscribe button, and it helps me out a ton, so I'd really appreciate if you subscribed. Okay, back to the video. The next game mode I played was VC Squads, so I went over to my Roblox settings, turned on voice chat, and queued into the game. The first match I played didn't go so well. My entire team left, and with orange team having a whole squad of high levels, I ended up losing the round. The next game was very similar, as I queued up against the same players, but this time I had teammates. Both the yellow and orange team left the game before the round even started, resulting in a 3v4 against blue team. They consistently kept rushing us trying to break our bed, but we were able to hold them off for the most part. What the? Yo, bed! Bed! Where'd they go? Oh, they died. There was a moment when they stopped rushing us, so I took the opportunity to get their bed. I cannoned onto their bed, expecting to have to kill them and break their defense, but to my surprise, my teammate already broke their defense, and the bed was open. But when I finally realized that, it was too late, and I got knocked into the void, selling the game. When I respawned, one of the players on blue team was at our base, and with none of us having enough blocks to cover the bed, blue team was able to break it.
Oh my skibidi toilet, I'm cooked.
Yep.
I am cooked, not you guys. I'm cooked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all cooked.
Yeah, it's a team effort. We're all done for. Blue, go away right now. Stop. Why are you in voice chat and not even using voice chat on blue? What?
Oh no.
Oh, we're actually dead. I'm not queuing. I'm not queuing against these people. Not wanting to queue against the same players, I waited a few minutes and then loaded into the next match, where there were some interesting people, to say the least. What is happening on the? What in the world?
Oh, guys, I gotta go play with my My other best friend.
My teammate was cool though, and we were both determined to win. I started off by going to mid and collecting 4 emeralds, one of which I stole from somebody, which was pretty funny. I need that emerald, I need that emerald.
Yo, I'll pay my taxes.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I won't kill you, I won't kill you. Using those 4 M's, I bought 2 pearls to break yellow team's bed. When they weren't looking, I pearled to their base and destroyed their bed. I was able to escape without dying too somehow, which was cool. With yellow team's bed being broken, only orange team's bed was left. So I ran over to the base and attempted to break their bed, and failed miserably. No, go away! Let me break your bed!
Smartest rusher!
After some failed bed breaking attempts from the other team,
These cannot be
oh.
real!
I decided to try and attempt to break orange team's bed again. I ran past both of them, just barely breaking the bed in time. With it just being us versus orange team and them having better gear, they decided to rush us, which they regretted pretty quickly, as I was able to pearl on one of them, knocking them into the void. And with my teammates' help, we killed the last player, winning the 6th game mode. What did he say? I played Lucky Block squads for the next game mode using the Caitlyn kit. In the last Lucky Block update, the devs added a banana ring, which when I used previously, it was pretty bad. But with its fast attack speed and Caitlyn's decay effect, it was insanely OP. Unfortunately, after killing a couple players with it, I lost it to anti-cheat. Another item I was unaware of them adding was the giant apple. I got this randomly by breaking one of the huge Lucky Blocks, which I used after almost dying due to someone knocking me in the void while using the Lucky Block smelter. Luckily, I had an unstable portal and I was able to use it just in time, saving me from losing. After that, I continued to break the Lucky Blocks, eventually collecting enough items to use the Lucky Block smelter, granting me a Void Sword. Not having used a Void Sword since Season 5, I wasn't sure how OP it would be, but after using it a bit, it proved to be effective and ultimately won us the game, winning the 7th game mode. Unfortunately, the next couple of game modes I played happened to be when Roblox was down, so after getting kicked multiple times due to multiple failed teleports, I was able to load into Lucky Block doubles. Because of the issues Roblox was having at the time, only 7 out of the 16 of us were actually able to load into the game, resulting in a pretty slow match. I got a tactical crossbow very early on in the game, giving me a huge advantage over the other teams, until I lost it by dying to a diamond guard. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I continued to collect more Lucky Block items with the intent of getting enough to use Lucky Block smelter, which I did end up doing, granting me this thing. I don't actually remember what it's called, but it's insanely OP. Basically, it launches other players off the cliff and there isn't much they can do about it, giving me an easy win and winning the 8th game mode. I played Duels next, and since Roblox was still down, I had some trouble loading, but once I was able to finally load into the game, I instantly won the match, winning the 9th game mode. The next game mode I played was Skywars. This was the first Skywars game I played in over a year, so the first round I played didn't turn out too well. I rushed straight to mid but wasn't fast enough to get good loot, and I died to a fireball. The next match went much better as I was one of the first players to get to mid, allowing me to loot some really good chests, giving me emerald gear and a tactical crossbow, which I used to eliminate everyone else in the game, winning the 10th game mode. I played gun game for the next game mode. The first round I played went pretty well. I was able to get a ton of kills and even ended up reaching the final weapon. Unfortunately, someone else on the other team was faster and I just barely lost. I made up for the loss though in the next match, where I was in first place for most of the game. I eventually reached the last weapon and won the round, winning the 11th game mode. Battle Royale is one of the newer game modes to Bedwars. Similar to Skywars, in Battle Royale, you collect different loot from various chests, and the last man standing wins. Except for in this mode, the void is slowly closing in on you, making it even more difficult, or easier, depending on how you look at it. I spawned in an area with very common loot, so I ran over to a spot on the map that most people forget to check. Unfortunately, the loot in that area was gone by the time I got there, but there was a legendary airdrop nearby, so I ran over to it as quickly as possible, granting me a headhunter, which played a huge role in the progression of the map. Turns out there was also a hacker this game, but with me having a headhunter, he didn't stand much of a chance. And with my pro skills and a little help from the void, I was able to eliminate the last player, winning the 12th game mode. The final game mode I played was ranked. Not having played much ranked in the past, I wasn't sure what kits were good, but I ended up deciding to use the electric kit. The round didn't start off amazing, as while I was getting diamonds, someone on the other team got our bed plating. The other team was actually pretty persistent in getting our bed, but we were able to hold them off. Knowing they wouldn't stop until they broke our bed, I went to mid, collected some emeralds, and bought a pearl to break their bed plating, which I succeeded in doing, somehow. A couple of minutes later, they attempted to break our bed again, except for this time they got dangerously close. Like if I wasn't Electra, they would have gotten the bed. While this sounds like a bad thing, this gave my teammates enough time to get the other team's bed while they were distracted. After their bed broke, they kinda split up, which allowed us to eliminate them one by one, winning us the 13th and final game mode. If you did enjoy this style of content and you want more videos like this one, be sure to check out the video on screen, where I spent 7 days in Roblox Bedwars. Okay, bye.